Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, just like to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well, and that have taught me this truth. May Yahweh Bahashem Shai bless you in the spirit. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abba Babal, and Shalom to the Akim that's in the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity, not for vainglory, and risking their lives to do so. So it says here, foreign travelers to China can now use digital yuan. And this is about foreign visitors no longer needing to open a bank account to make e-payments in China. That's what it's really going into, the article. And they're saying that this new system, it's much more smoother and it's much more convenient. And it also helps with privacy. And they call it now, it says here, foreign residents temporarily traveling in China can open an eCNY wallet to meet daily payment needs. And this is just a nice way of saying a digital wallet. And I'm noticing, well, we've been noticing, and I speak about this in my previous lessons. I talk about this, about how the different countries around the world are implementing some type of digital wallet or some digital currency. I know that for a fact because where I live in Ontario, which is situated in Canada, the Ontario government over here is implementing a digital wallet, and right now we are in phase 2. It's going to have all your records, all your data, your very important documents are going to be put into a server or a cloud. And you can thank the whole pandemic. That's actually behind this. And we've been telling you people that this whole pandemic has accelerated digital currency, or implementing a form of digital currency, a digital wallet. It has accelerated it. And you people just go about your day. You don't give a shit. But this all leads to biblical prophecy. This is very important. This is very important for your souls, because real soon this is going to be made mandatory, and everybody's gonna have to follow it and get the MOTB. So you can read this yourself. It's a good little read. Just look at the title, type it in, or Lord willing, I'll put the link in post-production. So I'm just going to get some scriptures and close up. I don't want this video to be too long. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Did you hear that? And we know that word mark is. That mark goes back into charagma, and the root word for charagma is charux, which is a stake, something that's impaled into you. And that's what the MOTB is about. A mark, an incision, and that mark is a form of a branding. That's a stamp that that actually brands you as property. You're going to be the elite's property if you take that mark. It doesn't matter how big you are, whether you're small, great, rich and poor, free and bond. You may have a couple million in the bank. You may have $1 billion in the bank. You may have $1 trillion in the bank. You may have nothing in the bank. You may not even have a pot to piss in. You're going to have to take that mark if you want to function in so-called normal society. And a lot of you people that have things in this world, you're going to take it because you're afraid to lose things. And you poor people too. And it really just boils down if you're a part of the elect or not, if you're chosen. If you're not chosen, you're pretty much screwed. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And that's why they're pushing convenience. That's why they're polishing the MOTB, and this is just more proof they're polishing it, their digital system over here in China. By the way, China is the trendsetter. They're the leader in digital currency right now, because they're full out digital over there. But this is just more ways that they're polishing it and improving it, especially for you foreign visitors. You no longer need to make a bank account to make e-payments in China. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're really doing it. They're really moving forward with this. Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So let's look at the word mark here. Let's get the interlinear, just so you can look at the definition. Mark, that's charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And there's many Antichrists too. Just saying. The mark branded upon horses, and that's what you are, you're cattle. And that's why they call, there's a name for you heathens. It's called Goyim, and Goy. And that means you're cattle. You're just cattle. You're just a beast. And it only makes sense to call you that, because if you don't have the law, statutes, and commandments, you're a beast. You're really a beast. And if you knew the law, you know that you're not supposed to get stamped. You're not supposed to get that mark, because that's in our law. So it only makes sense that it says here, the mark branded upon horses. Horses is like cattle, man. Cattle, livestock. And that's what you are. That's why we have all these different government contracts, like your driver's license, your SIN number. It's because you're just set up to be a worker in this system. You're just cattle. You're just livestock. You're just property. That's why you have a birth certificate. And that's why it's written in all caps, because that's your straw man. That's your straw man. You're a corporation. You're an actual business. And that's why they can tax you. Or that's why you're subject to certain taxes, fines, and other things. You're not a sovereign. You're actually owned. You're state property. And a lot of people don't know that, and they live their day thinking that they're free, but they're really not free. Thin carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. And this is a mark that promotes idolatry. Now you're saying that the Lord is, not the Lord, that the elites, they're your God. They're your God. If you're a part of the system, you're saying the elites are your masters and you worship them. So don't get this chip, man. Don't get this MOTB. Now let's get Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. Let's see what happens when you get it. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Yeah, and part of that beast and his image is a part of you taking that actual jab. And not jab. Why am I saying jab? I mean the actual mark itself, and it's going along with the actual system, the Roman way of doing things, the Catholic Church, democracy, things of that nature, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the holy presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High Power and the faith of Hamashiach Yahushai. So that's all that I have. Hope this was edifying. Till next time, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor to unto Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Kwam Yasha Allah Baba Ball. Shalom.